forced circulation evaporator. Okay, here this is same as the rising film evaporator. Okay, this is same of the rising film evaporator or climbing film evaporator, but difference is that only pump is placed in the forced circulation evaporator. इथं नावच आहे forced circulation means जो काही पंप आहे तो काय करेल, हाय व्हेलॉसिटीने वरच्या साईडला जे काही फीड असेल आपलं ते वरच्या साईडला थ्रो करेल. ओके, सो what is the principle here? The liquid is circulated through the tubes. Okay, liquid is circulated through the tubes at high pressure, okay, by means of a pump, and hence boiling does not takes place. Boiling point is elevated due to this pump. Then forced circulation creates the agitation when liquid leaves the tube here and enters vapor head. Pressure falls suddenly and this leads to flushing of supernatant liquid and the evaporation is effected. Okay, and here the evaporation is effected. This is the all process of the forced circulation evaporator. Then what about the construction? Here this consists of a steam jacketed tubes, also it consists of a pump, also it consists of a lots of tubes. Okay, here at the bottom side one opening for the feed inlet. Okay, here one opening for the feed inlet. Here the pump is placed for the force circulation of the feed liquid. Okay, here the tubes are placed vertically. Also these tubes are made up from the stainless steel. Okay, here three openings. Okay, three openings from the middle side, one for the hot steam inlet, second for the here vent of gases, जे काही गॅसेस और जे काही स्टीम आहे आफ्टर इव्हॅपोरेशन इथून रिमूव्ह होईल. देन कंडेन्सेट ओपनिंग, सेम जसं आपण अगोदरच्या इव्हॅपोरेटरमध्ये पाहिले तसंच सेम इथं पण कंडेन्सेट ओपनिंग असेल. हियर this is the opening for the product discharge after evaporation. This is a return pipe, same जो काही रिसर्क्युलेशन पाईप होता राइज्ड फिल्म इव्हॅपोरेटर मध्ये सेम तसंच इथं रिटर्न पाईप प्रेझेंट आहे. इथं सेम सायक्लोन सेपरेटर आहे. इथं वेपर ओपनिंग आहे फॉर रिमूव्हल ऑफ वेपर. also it is a deflector provided. Okay, here this deflector, okay, the deflector is provided or also called as a entrainment separator, which not only prevents entrainment but also it is act as a foam breaker. Okay, it also act as a foam breaker or also called as a deflector. Here this is a pressure head, it is a pressure head, same as that of a rising film or climbing film evaporator, but only the difference is that here pump is present. Okay, in the forced circulation evaporator. Okay, here these steam jacketed tubes, okay, are held between two tube sheets. Okay, this held between two tube sheets. The tube measures 0.1 meter inside diameter and 2.5 meter long. Okay, means height is 2.5 meter and diameter is 0.1 meter. Here, okay, the part of these tubes projected in the here vapor head is present or flash chamber here, which consists of a deflector or separator. Also here one opening for the removal of vapor, removing of vapor. Also here one opening for the here one pipe is provided for the product. Okay, removal of product from this opening. Also this is a return pipe for the after separation of gases into liquid, this liquid is comes into this return pipe and removed from this opening. Okay, this is all about the construction of forced circulation evaporator. Here what is the working? Steam is introduced in calandria. Here the tubes are present vertically, which is called as a calandria. Okay, which is called as a calandria. Pump sends the liquid to the tubes with positive velocity. Here, as the liquid moves up, it's heated due to the steam. The mixture of vapor and liquid moves upward with high velocity due to pump. The mixture strikes deflector which throws liquid downward. Here throws liquid downward. The vapor enters the cyclone separator and leaves the equipment. This results in effective separation of liquid and vapor. The concentrated liquid returns to the pump for further evaporation, and finally the concentrated product is collected from the bottom side. Okay, here when liquid is enters here inside this pump, and pump gives the high velocity towards the liquid, and liquid is comes or throws into these tubes here. Then due to the steam, due to this hot steam, the liquid get heated up. Then here due to the high velocity or high pressure, the liquid did not boils, okay, and the liquid is converted into vapors. Here the vapors are removed from this top side, and the concentrated liquid or concentrated products are comes into this pipe, and which is removed from this opening. Okay, this is all about the forced circulation evaporator. It is very simple. It is same as like a rising film evaporator, only the difference is pump. Okay, what are the uses? This is also used for the or suitable for the thermolabile substances. Okay, this is suitable for the thermolabile substances. Also it is used for the insulation and liver extracts. Also it is well suitable for the crystallizing operations, where crystals are to be suspended at all times. Also it is suitable for thermolabile substance, crystallizing substances, also insulin and liver extract. Okay, these are the uses. Then what are the advantages? Here heat transfer coefficient is high. Okay, due to a rapid liquid movement, okay, due to the pump. Then salting, scaling are not possible, okay, are not possible to forced circulation. This evaporator is suitable for thermolabile substance because of rapid evaporation, and it is suitable for high viscous. Here it is suitable for high viscous preparations because of pumping mechanism is used. What are the disadvantages? This evaporator is expensive and more power supply is required. Okay, here it is expensive because of pump is required for circulating the liquid, and the here the in evaporator hold up of liquid is high. Also these are the disadvantage of this forced circulation evaporator.